Hey guys, welcome back to episode 2 of Randomly Rambling. In this episode, I want to pick up where I left off from the first episode, after that creeper blew me up, and continue to talk about where my Minecraft journey went after that. But first off, I want to say thanks for the comments about the sound quality. There isn't a ton I can do because I have a pretty average headset when it comes to recording and stuff, but I made a couple adjustments and hopefully it'll be a little better. So thank you guys for those comments, it really means a lot. So I'll go ahead and get started. So where I left off, I got blown up by a creeper. I had an awesome encounter with Minecraft for the first time. I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't get much done. I didn't really understand why so many people did enjoy it, and that's how it kind of went for me. But now I am going to go ahead and talk about how the next few weeks went. So after that encounter, I kind of quit for a little while. I didn't play. I was just like, well, I got blown up, and like that's not fun. I basically lost everything. I was just I couldn't get over that. I just didn't enjoy that part of it. But then I kept looking on the internet because I thought it would be fun to just build things, like make it like Legos, and to just build things. So I was looking for a way to basically just do that, and I found this mod, which is fairly popular now, called Too Many Items, which you open your inventory, and as most of you know, you get all the items in the game, and you can just do whatever you want. You can spawn stuff in, basically. And I was like, this is awesome. And the best part is, I don't have to tell anyone. And of course, I mean, I look back on that, and I'm like, man, you're just gonna walk around and, like, be real about that? You're not gonna be open about that? I mean, I look back on that and I'm like, man, you're just silly. You're a freshman and all this stuff. You're just kind of still immature, but that's okay. I look back on it now and it's a laugh, so I guess that's what's still fun about it. But so I'd basically you'd spawn in all this stone, and because that's the only block that I really thought looked good. I hated the look of cobblestone, and so I'd spawn in smooth stone and I'd make these big buildings. I remember my first building was this. It looked like a hangar. The shape was like a hangar. It was like a dome, kind of, not a dome, but like a one big arch, and that's what it was. But then on the inside, it was filled in, and it looked kind of like a. I wanted it to originally be like a meeting area type of thing, but it turned out being like a church thing inside of a hangar. It was kind of weird, but I was proud of it because it was the first thing I'd ever done, and it was massive. And I think that's what impressed other people when I showed my friends and stuff. They were just like, this thing's huge. I've never seen anything like this built in Minecraft. Because, I mean, this is, again, back when creative mode didn't exist and all this stuff. And it was just so big, I guess, that it was appealing to other people. So, and I was really proud of it at the time. It was my first build, I mean, and it was what I wanted to do. So I was happy. I mean, I guess that's all cool. But looking back, it's just like doesn't compare to anything I've done in any of my YouTube stuff or anything recently in the past couple of years. But so that was my first build in Minecraft, and I wish I still had those save files so you guys could see what it looked like, and so I could see what it looked like too. I don't know, I just think that'd be cool. So I started using like Too Many Items, and then like a month later I came across fly mod. So I mean, I was flying around using Too Many Items, creating all this stuff that was awesome. And I mean, it really did look awesome at the time. And so I was creating all this stuff, but I didn't tell my friends that I was using like these mods and stuff. I didn't let them know that I was just building this, and I was becoming a cheating fiend. It was silly looking back, but at the time I was young and that's what I was doing. So if you're watching this and you're one of my friends who I showed you stuff freshman year, you know I was using Too Many Items now, and you can make fun of me all you like. I don't really care. So yeah, but I kind of got over that. I kept playing, and I'd draw all my stuff, but eventually it kind of got old because deep inside you're just like, you didn't actually do this in survival mode, and you're telling everybody that you did, so it's just not as fun. So I kind of got over that and moved on. And right about that time when I was getting tired of doing that stuff, creative mode came out. So fortunately I could move on and do creative mode, and that's really what I ever wanted to do. I never really wanted to do survival mode. It never was really my thing, so fortunately creative mode came out and I got to do some of that stuff. If I move on into the future, Minecraft led to my first screen crack in high school for my school laptop, and that cost my family $50, and my mom didn't like that too much. My mom is an awesome lady, but she did not enjoy the fact that I broke my screen, my school laptop. That was not a positive outcome. Pretty sure I got in a lot of trouble, and that happened on a school band trip. So we're on a school bus, and I was so addicted to Minecraft that I took my laptop with me on the school bus, and I left it there when we were getting off to do our competition or whatever, and it got stepped on or kicked or something, and I cracked my screen. My mom was so mad, but at the same time she was understanding. But I mean, she was strict about it. I got in trouble. I got in big trouble because I basically got grounded from playing games for a while, so that stopped my Minecraft stuff again. I basically got grounded from games on my laptop because it's not educational, and that's what the laptops are for, and they were never for games and stuff, and your education's more important. And at the time I was like, video games are my life, this is awesome, I don't want an education and all that stuff. But I look back now and I realize how important it was, and it's awesome to have a parent like that who told me how important education was, because it is. And I'm not going to go too far with that because it becomes preaching, and that's not fun, and it's not enjoyable content for you guys. But she kind of put the smack down on me, so I wasn't allowed to play Minecraft for a while until I figured out a way around that, which was getting it on my computer and then not bringing my computer home. And so I would leave my computer at school and I'd play at school, and I'd miss out on some stuff, but I guess you live and learn. So she was basically just telling me that I gotta use the powers that have been given to me, which are the school laptop. I mean, it's a privilege, and you gotta use it as such, and you gotta use it for good, and stuff like that. And I mean, that's whatever, and I mean, it's a good philosophy then, but I was a freshman, and I was like, right, video games, it's the only thing important in my life. So, yeah. So, moving on, I got grounded, and I didn't play Minecraft for a while. I got into other games, I'd always played RuneScape, which I look back and think is the silliest thing, because it's just like the epitome of dork. Like, it is the dorkiest game I've ever played. But I mean, it was awesome. I mean, it was fun. And as always, I've loved the games that have the creative aspects, like Minecraft. You can do all this building stuff. RuneScape, you create your character, and you can pick what you want to do with them. And Skyrim, games like that, they've always appealed to me. So I moved on and played a lot of RuneScape. Pretty sure my account's banned because I tried to sell it or something, or made fun of some kid in RuneScape, probably something silly like that. But so I'm pretty sure that account's banned. But I got pretty good at it. I got to where I had like 99 fire making. That was the only skill I ever got to 99, but I mean, I still thought it was pretty good, and for the amount of time I was willing to spend on it, that was pretty good. So I got into games like that. I got into more console games, like the GameCube and stuff like that. I'd always played those games, but I kind of switched over to that, I guess, for a little while. And I kind of just strayed away from PC gaming in general. Like, my other friends quit RuneScape, so I didn't play that anymore, because I mean, it was more of a social thing for me. So, and I got away from Minecraft because I could only play it at school, and I did have to pay attention some at school because I was in the smart kid classes, and if I didn't pay attention in those classes, as I grew up, especially, I mean, freshman year I could get away with it, but as it moved on, I couldn't get away with stuff like that. So I did have to pay attention. But I mean, I guess that's important, whatever. So I moved on to other gaming experiences and stuff like that with console gaming, and that's something I still really enjoy. I love playing my Wii. I love playing because I have brothers, and it can be really competitive with like Wii Sports and the different games like that. So it's just all kind of awesome to play with them on games like that. And yeah, so I continued to get away from that, but eventually I came back to Minecraft because I guess it's kind of a thing with games. All your friends will stray away from them, but they'll come back one day. So all my friends came back, and recently this year, and it kind of got me back into Minecraft. And my friend, one of my really good friends, who's really smart and really good with computers, created this server, and a bunch of my friends and stuff, we played on it for a while. It was a survival server. So here I am coming back to survival, something that has always scared me out of my mind, and something that I never thought I'd do. And I don't know, it's so dorky to think about it, but I mean, like, I did it, and I enjoyed it a lot because it was more challenging. I remember the first thing I built, I had already started my channel, and I had already started building, like cool stuff that was really good and more intricate. So I tried building that stuff on survival, and it was a whole new way of thinking it, because I normally frame out my builds, like I build the frames of them and then I do all that stuff. But if you do that, you're finding yourself way up in the air and you can't get down in any functional way. Like so you have to build layer by layer almost, and it's a whole new way of thinking about it. I remember my first house took like 3 days of like solid, like multiple hour gameplay, and I thought that was crazy, but it was fun because I felt like way more accomplished at the end. Like normally I've built, well, for instance, Great Hall of Veranda, I felt accomplished after I finished that because it's so massive, but I built that on creative mode. I probably felt the same accomplishment building on survival mode after I finished my first house, which was like 2 stories, and the top story was like 1 room that was tiny and stuff like that. But again, as I said earlier, it was more the social factor for me. My friend created the server, and I wanted to play with him and the other guys, and it was a cool way because I'd never really done server play like that. So it was, again, another, excuse me, burping. Oh goodness, it was another new way to experience Minecraft, and I thought that was really cool. Which I guess leads me to the innovativeness of Minecraft. It's like how far it's come, how much it's changed since my freshman year. Like with creative mode being added and all these new blocks being added, it's cool to see the conventions like Minorama, which is happening in the summer, and Minecon, which happened back in like November, I think. Those seem really cool, and one day I really want to go to those and check those out and see them for myself, because they seem so cool, hearing internet updates and stuff like that. And it's just like Minecraft kids heaven, and I mean, that just seems awesome. That's something I want to be a part of sometime. So yeah, I guess that's about all I have for you, so you guys can watch this last little minute of my build here. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you'll leave a like, comment, subscription, something like that, and please stay tuned for the next video. I'll continue to try to post regularly. I love doing this for you guys, and I guess that's all I got. So see you next time. May you never walk alone.